Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dugout Football channel. And we all know the time is here. It is time for my 25-26 Premier League predictions. Yep, going to do this again from 20th to 1st. We all know how well we do for this. It's the annual Premier League predictions. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see what will happen. Please get yours down in the comments and we will begin. So, who are the three that I have to be relegated this season? 20th place, Burnley. Did so well last season under Scott Parker. There's no there's no denying that they did very, very well under Scott Parker. My only concern with Scott Parker, though, is the fact that anytime he's been in the Premier League, he's really not done great. And I am a bit worried about him, to be honest with you. I don't see him potentially lasting the season. But look, Burnley have made some very good signings. Marcus Edwards from Sporting. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. We saw what he could do in the Champions League for Sporting, so he'll do well. Kyle Walker is a very good signing for Manchester City, so he'll obviously give the experience. Martin Dubravka is another one I think is a very, very good signing for Burnley, especially with losing James Trafford. And as well, I would also say that having Jakob Strun Larsen back is a very, very good signing as well. And other ones, obviously, Leslie Ugochukwu, who was on loan at Southampton, £20 million they've spent for him. So big, big money, you've got to say. Big money move from Chelsea. Where I worry for Burnley is, again, is their squad good enough? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Like, you'll have the likes, obviously, Jaden Anthony, you'll have Marcus Edwards in there. They have lost their pin in Josh Brownhill. I think that's a huge, huge loss to lose Josh Brownhill as well. And I just don't think they've got enough to stay up this season. Don't think they've got enough. They've always got the experience with, obviously, Kyle Walker and Martin Dubravka, but it's just whether or not Scott Parker can adapt, and it's whether or not he learns from his mistakes with what he did a couple of seasons ago. And I just don't see it. I just don't see it. So, yeah, 20th place Burnley. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. 19th place, I'm going to go Leeds United. Leeds were planning to get rid of Daniel Farke earlier this summer. He's still in charge now. How long that will be is another matter, because for me, Leeds don't trust him. If you're looking for other managers to come in, then why have you still got Daniel Farke? It's as simple as that. I don't understand why they've got Daniel Farke back. Look, some of the signings that they've made, Lucas Perry from Nice, I think that's a very, very good signing. He'll obviously be the number one goalkeeper, you would imagine. Carl Darlow, obviously, for number two. Melia, you would expect Melia to probably be away. Sean Longstaff is another one. I think that's a good signing as well. They have been linked with Ben Doak. They could maybe bring him in from Liverpool. Will be very interesting to see. They have lost Junior Firpo. And also it does look like they're going to be losing Patrick Bamford. Bamford not in Daniel Farke's plans for next season. Look, I am predicting both Burnley and Leeds to go down, mainly because of the fact is that there's not really been much transfer activity for both of them. And a worry where basically, with Leeds, Patrick Van Bamford did get a lot of goals when he was in the Premier League the last time. I think there was one season where he got 12 or 13 goals for Leeds. And I just worry. Where the goals are going to come from. Look, can Joe Perreault get the goals? Can Dan James get the goals? They definitely need something. They definitely do need something. And again, I don't think Daniel Farke lasts the season. I just don't think he lasts the season because if they start badly, Leeds will definitely get rid of him. There's no denying that. They tried to get rid of him early in the summer, they didn't. And I do think if you look at Leeds, I think that they will be a team that will probably go down. Will probably go down. So yeah, for me, I just don't see Leeds staying up this season. As much as they were very very good last season, um, I just don't see them. I just don't see them staying up, and that is why I've put them in 19th place. But it's just my opinion, Leeds fans. It is just my opinion. So I just have a feeling you will go down this season in 19th. So 18th. Now, everyone will probably be expecting me to say all the three promoted clubs will go down. I don't think so. I think we all know which ones are going to stay up. My 18th place is Brentford. Now, what I will say, this is deja vu for me because last season I predicted Brentford to be relegated as well. But again, there were sort of similar circumstances with obviously the loss of Ivan Toney. This season, they've lost a lot. Thomas Frank is gone. Brian Mbeumo's gone. Looks like Vissa could be on his way to either Al Nassr or Newcastle. We'll wait and see. Christian Norgard have lost their captain. They've lost their captain. Mark Flecken's gone. Ben Mee is gone. They've got the likes of Queven Kelleher to come in the goal. And look, I think Queven Kelleher is a very good signing for them. I'm very happy he got his move. I am very very happy he got his move to be a number one because he deserves to be a number one. He's been fantastic understudy to Allison at Liverpool. He was fantastic there. So I just worry for Brentford, and obviously the fact that Keith Andrews is now in charge as well. This could be a long season for Brentford. Could be a really, really long season for Brentford. And I just am worried. I'm worried where the goals are coming from. Look, Igor Thiago might be that player where you look at and think he could potentially be a new signing. He will be like a new signing because he is playing. He will be playing more this season, and if they can get Kevin Shada and the goals, then that'll be really, really good for them as well. But Brentford do worry me. They do worry me this season, and I just think it could be their time to go down. And again, Keith Andrews is an experienced player in the Premier League, but he's not an experienced manager. And we've seen in the past that hiring these inexperienced managers doesn't really work out sometimes. So yeah, I'm a bit worried for Brentford. I'm a bit worried for Brentford, but they did so well to stave off relegation last season. But yeah, I've just got a feeling that this might be the season that they go down. So my three to go down are Burnley, Leeds United, and Brentford. So let me know in the comments your three to go down. So they'll go up the list of other teams, and 17th, I've gone for Sunderland. First of all, welcome back, Sunderland. It's fantastic to see Sunderland back in the Premier League. And they're making a go of it, aren't they? They are making a real, real go of it. Players like Rolf is from the Dutch league. He's obviously going to be the number one goalkeeper. You would imagine. I know Anthony Patterson has been the number one, but doubts over if he's a Premier League standard goalkeeper. Mark Guiu, I think that's how you say it, from Chelsea on loan. Simon Adingra is a really, really good signing. But for me, I think their best signing is Granit Xhaka. There is a leader already for Sunderland. There's a leader already for Sunderland. Now, look, they've got some really good players in their team. Enzo Lafie signing on a permanent from Roma. He is a really, really good player. He's going to be very, very good to watch. And I just think Sunderland, with the fact that, the Stadium of Light, nobody expected them to come up last season. I would imagine everyone in that playoff final would have said, "Oh, Sheffield United will win comfortably." But fair play to them. Fair play to Sunderland for coming back from a goal down and winning 2-1. It was really really impressive, um, and obviously Lebris, the manager, he signed a new contract as well. Only thing I would worry about Sunderland though most of their signings seem to be African based. So we've obviously got the African Cup of Nations in December. That could be maybe a factor there as well. But what I think you look at Sunderland is that Stadium of Light, if they made that a fortress, they'll do well. They will do well, I think, as well. So yeah, and then it's just a case about sort of building on after this season. So yeah, I'm going to go Sunderland 17th. I think that they will be staying up at the expense of Brentford. I do think that they will be staying up in 17th. 16th place, Wolves. Another team that has lost a lot of players. Nelson Semedo, Matthias Cunha, Ryan Nouri, Craig Dawson. Yeah, they're all gone. Obviously, losing Cunha is not great. You know, obviously he's gone to Manchester United. Semedo's obviously gone. I think he went to Porto. I think it was Porto he went to. Nelson Semedo. Vitor Pereira did a very good job last season to come in and steady the ship at a really, really bad time for Wolves, I'd have to be said. And again, you know, Goncalo Guedes is away as well. Pablo Sarabia is away. So their squad is definitely weakened from last season. It certainly is weakened from last season. But I think what Wolves have, they have the know-how to stay in this league, and I think they'll need that again. I do think that they will need that again. Make Molineux a fortress again. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's going to be a battle to stay in this league for Wolves. But I just think they've got enough to stay in this league. So yep, Wolves 16th. 15th place, going to go West Ham United. Now, they've lost a lot of players. Sufal, Cresswell, Fabianski, Ings, Michael Antonio. Yeah, their linchpin up front. Mohamed Kudus has gone as well. So, but, and I think this is a huge boost. Lucas Paqueta was found not guilty of betting charges, which I think is fantastic. So he'll be raring to go. Still have Thomas Soucek at the moment. There has been a lot of rumours about Thomas Soucek as well. But Jared Bowen for me is their main man. You know, you give the ball to Jared Bowen, he will probably put the ball in the back of the net. He is that good. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Aaron Wan-Bissaka can do this season, because now the void of Vladimir Sufal is there. You probably expect Wan-Bissaka to be sort of that right back as well. But then again, they've got Kyle Walker-Peters, so that's another one to look out for sure. Look, I think West Ham will be okay. Graham Potter is a good manager, and I do think that he does need time. He does need time to get his ideas across. First full season in charge. You know, he came in halfway last season after the disastrous appointment of Julian Lopetegui. We have to be said for that. And yeah, I think West Ham will be all right. I do think they'll be all right. I have seen people maybe predict West Ham to potentially go down, but again, they've got the know-how to stay in this league. They've got a good manager in Graham Potter. I think they'll be absolutely fine. So I'm putting West Ham in 15th place. So yeah, West Ham fans, let me know in the comments what you are thinking about your team as well. 14th place, I've gone Fulham. Now, they have lost a lot of players. When I go through this list, Carlos Vinicius, Willian, Stephen Bender's gone out on loan to Millwall, but they did bring in Benjamin Lecomte, who is, I think it's a second choice goalkeeper to obviously Burnley. Apart from that, though, they haven't really done much. Still most of the same squad as last season. You've obviously got the likes of obviously Muniz, you've got Raul Jimenez in there, Emil Smith Rowe. I think the biggest thing, though, they kept Marco Silva. There was all that talk about Marco Silva potentially going to Saudi last season, but didn't quite materialise, and he's managed to stay at Fulham. I think Fulham will be fine. I really, really do. I think they've got a really good spine. Burnley no in goal, then you've obviously got Kenny Tete at right back. You've got Robinson at left back. Then obviously you've got Anderson at the back as well. And yeah, I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be absolutely fine. Andreas Pereira in midfield as well. They'll be fine. They will be absolutely fine. And yeah, looking forward to seeing what Fulham can do. And I think 14th is maybe just about right for Fulham this season. I think Fulham have had a good couple of seasons now where you look at them and they are a proper Premier League side now. It has to be said. They are definitely a proper Premier League side. So I'm going to go Fulham in 14th place. 13th, I am going Crystal Palace. Yeah, again, another team who haven't done much, but I think it's mostly about the players that they've kept so far. Still talk about obviously Mark Guehi's future. 12 months left on his contract. Will Liverpool come back in? That is another question. Eze seems to be continuously being linked with move away. Arsenal seem to be the ones that are after him. Mateta was getting linked with moves again, but that's gone a bit quiet. Palace are a good side. They are a very, very good side. They've obviously got European football to contain with as well. Whether that is Europa League, whether that is Conference League, we just don't know. Look, I think that situation is really unfortunate. I think it is really, really unfortunate with what's happened with Forest and Palace. And obviously John Textor as well, who has now left Crystal Palace. I think he has left now. It is a shame with what's happened, but look, I think Palace will be fine. They've got the manager and Oliver Glasner. A few doubts about him last season, but I think we look at what they've done. Not many players have gone in. Borna Sosa has obviously came in from Ajax. Walter Benitez is a sort of a number two to Dean Henderson. And so, and obviously they got the Community Shield at the weekend against Liverpool as well. So, yeah, Palace will be fine. Palace will be absolutely fine. So, yeah, I'm going to go Crystal Palace in 13th. 12th place, and I think that they will have a little bit of a drop off, is Bournemouth. Bournemouth, fantastic season last season. There's no denying that. However, they have had a lot of players go out, and most of it's been at the back. Dean Huijsen's gone to Real Madrid. Milos Kerkez has gone to Liverpool. Zabarny looks like he's going to go to PSG very, very soon. They've lost Kepa. Also went back on loan at Chelsea, but it's gone now to Arsenal. I think they will be okay. Obviously, Areola is a really, really good manager for Bournemouth. But the one thing I would worry about Bournemouth is that they are losing too many players at the back. Look, they will be able to get players in. It's just the one thing I am a little bit concerned about is whether who's just sort of going to come in from there. They have obviously got Adrian Truffert from Rennes. That's obviously to replace Kirkes, of course. They have got Petrovic. I think Petrovic is a very good signing. I think he was on loan at Strasbourg last season, which kind of baffled me a little bit. Kind of baffled me a little bit. In terms of the outs, obviously Travers has gone to Everton, which is really strange. Max Aarons has gone on a season-long loan to Rangers. And yeah, obviously Kirkes as well. Jaden Anthony's now gone to Burnley permanently. Bournemouth will be fine, but I think they will have a little bit of a drop off, as I said, towards the end of last season. And I just have a feeling that they need to bring players in. That's the one thing they do. They need to bring players in. But Areola is a good manager. He will get them playing. But I am going to go for a little bit of a drop off in 12th place for Bournemouth. 11th place, I'm going David Moyes' Everton. Now, David Moyes transformed Everton last season. Safe to say he did a fantastic job when he came in. And I've got to say, he did a very good job. Yes, they've lost Ashley Young. They've lost Begovic, Dukure, Jack Harrison, Jesper Lindstrom, Oro Mangala, Broja. But the players they brought in, Charlie Alcaraz on a permanent from Flamenco, Tierno Barry from Villarreal, that'll be a good signing. And they brought in Kieran Dewsbury Hall as well. First season at the Hill Dickinson Stadium, still a weird name. Don't know why they've called it that. But yeah, I think they'll be. I think they will do well this season. I almost had them in the top 10 because David Moyes will do a madness with his side. I do think he will do a madness with his side. Jared Brandford's obviously staying as well. They will do well this season, I think, Everton, and I don't think they'll be anywhere near relegation trouble or anything like that they were under with Sean Dyche. And yeah, Moisey will do what Moisey does and keeps Everton uh, riding high. And I think they will be definitely challenging for that top half finish. But just going to say that they just miss out, just miss out. So yeah, we will go to the top 10 now. And my 10th place is Nottingham Forest. And again, this is kind of based on the fact that they have European football. Now, as of recording, they are in the Europa League at the moment. That could all change. It could all change. They could easily go into the Conference League. Keeping Morgan Gibbs White was an absolute master stroke from Maranakis. Let's put it that way. I don't like the bad blood between Forest and Palace. I don't like that whatsoever. But I think Forest are due a drop off. They had a fantastic season last season. They were riding high right into the top four, right until the last couple of weeks. And I think some of the players that they've brought in, Dan Ndoye is a really good signing. I think he's a really good signing. Angus Gunn is a second choice goalkeeper to Matt Sells is very good. Jer Cunha from Botafogo. But yeah, apart from that, it's mostly the same squad. And I think they will have a bit of a drop off, having obviously need to play Thursday, Sunday football. I think that's another sort of factor where I look at Nottingham Forest. But again, I think they'll be fine. I think Nottingham Forest will be absolutely fine. So I'm going to go 10th place. Nottingham Forest is a bit of a drop off, as I've said, but still a top half finish. Still a top half finish. 9th place, Brighton. I think Brighton are going to have a good season. And some of the players that they've signed, Cooper at the back is a very good signing. Oliver Barscagli from PSV. Sorry if I butchered that name. Marta Cooper, of course, as well. They've obviously got Tommy Watson from Sunderland as well. That's another one to come in. And they've got a young striker in Charalompos Kostulas. I think I've pronounced that right. Apologies if I've butchered that name. And they've obviously got the likes of Danny Welbeck, Belieber. They've still got him as well. Shout out to James Milner, by the way. He has decided to wear the number 20 in memory of Diogo Jota. I think that's a fantastic tribute to Diogo Jota as well. So very well done to James Milner for that. Hurstler last season came in as an unknown and did well for Brighton. He did well with Brighton. And I just think Brighton will be there or thereabouts again. I just think they'll be in the top half. So I'm going to go Brighton for 9th place. 8th place, Manchester United. Yes. Cunha in, great signing. Mbeumo in, great signing. Sesko remains to be seen. 22 years old, big money for him. Big money for him. But that doesn't solve all the problems. Last season was a disgrace. An absolute disgrace. 15th place for Manchester United is an absolute disgrace. That midfield needs a real ball carrier. I've said this for a while now. I think that Manchester United do need a ball carrier in midfield. Bruno Fernandes needs to play in his natural position. He's not a centre midfielder. I think he's more of an attacking midfielder. The one place they need to sort out is the defence and goalkeeper. Andre Onana just isn't a Manchester United goalkeeper, no matter what you would say. And that by India is not a Manchester United goalkeeper as well. They've got Tom Heaton, but do you see Tom Heaton starting Premier League games? I don't. I don't see him starting Premier League games. They've no Europe, so there's no excuses. There's no excuses for Manchester United. They definitely need to have a better season. And I just think they could potentially miss out. They could potentially miss out on those European places. But again, it's all about claiming the league for Manchester United. Were they to get a midfielder, then I would probably say they would probably maybe make um, top five at least. But as it stands right now, Sesko's obviously coming in. Don't have a midfielder. They don't have a good goalkeeper. I'm going to go eighth place for Manchester United. Seventh, Tottenham. Madison injured real badly. Hopefully he'll be okay. Thomas Frank, new manager. So I think that's a really good manager appointment for Tottenham. They've got Champions League as well. And some of the signings they've made as well. Paulinho on loan from Bayern Munich, and that's a really good signing for them as well. But they have to have a much better season because 17th place for Tottenham was completely unacceptable. Look, Ange Postecoglou did well to get a European trophy, but it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. I think a lot of people kind of saw maybe Postecoglou to maybe sort of lose his job, but yeah, it was a shame. It was a real shame when he did lose his job, but I think understandably that he did lose his job, to say the very least. So Thomas Frank will get this Tottenham side playing. Son is gone as well. Their talisman for 10 years. He's away to the MLS as well. So, but Mohamed Kudus is a fantastic signing as well. And yeah, get Dominic Solanke scoring. They'll do well. You got Brendan Johnson on the right there as well. They will be okay. They will be okay, I think, this season. Champions League football to look forward to as well after beating Manchester United in the Europa League final last season. I think Tottenham will be good under Thomas Frank. So I'm going to go seventh place, Tottenham. Sixth place, Newcastle United. It has been a disastrous transfer window for Newcastle United. It has been absolutely disastrous. Anthony Elanga is a very good signing. Let me put it that way. He's a good signing. But some of the players that they have not got, Joe Pedro and Burmo, Sesko. I mean, I could literally go on. They're looking at Nicholas Jackson, Bayern Munich, and they're looking at Nicholas Jackson. I am going to say this now. I would not be surprised if Eddie Howe decides it's enough, and I'm gonna pack my bags because quite clearly something is not right in Newcastle. Something is not right in Newcastle, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Champions League, but nobody wants to sign for them. Nobody wants to sign for them. So that's my worry for you, Newcastle as well. But I am going to give them sixth place. Still European football because they've still got the likes of Sandro Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes, obviously Jacob Murphy, Harvey Barnes, Anthony Gordon, Isak. Question marks: will he or won't he stay? I think it's inevitable. He's probably going to go as well. So it's whether or not they can get a striker in. But Eddie Howe will do well. But I think Newcastle need more squad depth. They definitely need more squad depth. I think that's the one thing I would say about them needing more squad depth. So yeah, I'm going to say that now for Newcastle. Need more squad depth. But I think they'll be fine. I'm going to go sixth place, Newcastle United. Fifth place, Aston Villa. Now, I think holding on to Emi Martinez and Ollie Watkins is an absolute masterstroke for sure. I think it's really good to say the very least. I think some of the players that obviously gone, your likes of Marco Asensio, Marcus Rashford, they did pretty well last season to, do well in Europe as well. Some of the players that they've signed, Marco Bizzo is obviously coming as a secondary goalkeeper. And as I said at the start, they are keeping Emi Martinez, they are keeping Ollie Watkins as it stands at the moment. That is huge. That is absolutely huge for Aston Villa as well. And Unai Emery is a great manager. So how will they do in the Europa League? We'll wait and see. We will wait and see. But I think they'll have a good season again. And it'll be a good season for Aston Villa. It'll be a good season, but I just think they're just going to miss out on the top four. Just gonna miss out on the top four. So, but good players around that squad. Tielemans, is fantastic. Ezri Konza, as well, and obviously Ollie Watkins to look forward to as well. And then obviously Doniel Mallon, maybe it's a big season for him. Big season for him, and obviously as well. Morgan Rogers, huge season for him as well. But yeah, I'm going to go fifth place Aston Villa. So just missing out on the top four. So we know which teams are in the top four, but which order are they in? Fourth place, I'm going Chelsea. Already the Club World Cup champions. Congratulations to them for that. And Enzo Maresca. I have to hold my hands up and say that I think Chelsea did a good job last season to get fourth. I think that was very good to see. The one thing about Chelsea though is that they've made some very good signings. I mean, I could probably go through their whole squad, but Hato is a very good signing from Ajax. João Pedro from Brighton, he is looking really good. Liam Delap from Ipswich. Bino Gittins from Dortmund. Looks like they're potentially getting Garnacho as well. Yeah, Chelsea have a lot of talent. Chelsea have got a lot of talent in that squad. If it gels together, this Chelsea side could definitely challenge. They could definitely challenge. And they'll do well. They will do well. I've got a good feeling for Chelsea this season. Is that I think they will do well. I nearly put them higher, to be honest with you. I nearly put them higher, but I think fourth place, top four, and then build on towards next season because a couple of seasons time, this Chelsea side, I believe, will be champions of England at some point. I do believe that as well. So third, Arsenal. This is the season I think Mikel Arteta loses his job. 6 seasons, 1 FA Cup. That's all you've got to show for yourself, Mikel Arteta. That's my worry with him. Doesn't get our team over the line, and I still think he won't do it either. Also, as well, let me just say this now. I do not rate their transfer window. Victor Gyökeres is a very good signing from Sporting. Whether or not he will be a good fit for Arsenal is another matter. It's other business I don't get. Madueke from Chelsea. Why did they need him? Why? Christian Norgard is a good signing, but he's backup. Zubimendi, they've got him from Real Sociedad. That's a good signing. Mosquera from Valencia. I think he'll be a good signing, as well. But apart from that, it's the same squad, almost, and it's whether or not they'll be able to play the likes of your Havertz's, your almost like Lewis Skelly, Timber, Gabriel and Saliba. Does Mosquera come in for Gabriel? Does Mosquera come in for Saliba? Does that matter? And David Raya worries me. There were a couple of times last season where he was getting lobbed, and a couple of times he got fortunate, but some I think Benteke not Benteke, Mateta lobbed him from 30 yards. So that's another thing. That's another thing to say with Arsenal, and I'm just not convinced. I'm just not convinced. Look, they need to have a trophy. They need to have a trophy to show for this Arsenal team that they can win things. Um, are they good enough to win the league? Look, they've got the squad. For me, it's the manager. It's the manager that cost them. For me, just not good enough in Champions League as well. We'll wait and see. Time will tell. But I don't think Arsenal are winning the league this season. Just don't see it. Just don't see it. So, second place, Manchester City. Yeah. I'm going to go Man City. Look, last season was a big drop off from Pep. But the signings they made, Reinders, Cherky, Nuri, Trafford. They've obviously got Marmouche from last season. City will be there or thereabouts. My main worry with them, though, defensively, I don't think they're the same. Going to take Rodri time to get back to things. Will he be the same player? That's another matter. That is another matter altogether, completely. But this City side have to improve last season because I think they lost like 9 out of 13 at one point as well. That's not a City side. That's definitely not a City side. So I think City will definitely challenge. They're in the Champions League as well. Still have the 115 over them. Be interesting to see what that will do with them. But yeah, look, I think Manchester City will challenge. I think they will challenge along with Arsenal and along with Chelsea. I think it could be a four-horse race this season. I really do. I think it could be a four-horse race. Um, and we'll wait and see what will happen. But maybe the fact that Man City and Chelsea have had like the extra football in the summer, maybe that might come back to bite them in the backside. Maybe later on in the season, but I think for now they've got a very good squad, Manchester City, and they will definitely challenge as well. And Erling Haaland, can he get the golden boot again? Bit of a I wouldn't say prolific season last season because he did have a bit of a drop off last season, but look, City under Pep, they will be there or thereabouts as well. But my champions for a second consecutive season is Liverpool. Now, I am basing this on the signings that have been made because, look, I think the signings we made have been fantastic. Ekateki from Eintracht Frankfurt, yes, pricey. Wirtz, very good signing from Bayer Leverkusen, pricey. Kirkes, very good signing as well. But Frimpong as well. But we were to get Alexander Isak. I'm already looking at that squad and think you've got Salah on the right, you've got Gakpo on the left, you've obviously got Ekateki up top. You may have Beverly Ekateki on the left and maybe Isaac up front as well. Will he sign? Remains to be seen. It does remain to be seen, but I do think that big expectations this season. There's no denying that there will be big expectations. A lot of players have gone out. Trent's gone. Nunes is gone. Sort of other players really that were a real good team last season. Kwanzaa's gone as well. Obviously, we've got Africa Cup of Nations to look forward to as well, which is not ideal. But I've just got a feeling that Liverpool will go back to back. I just got a feeling, and the chance to go ahead of Manchester United would be absolutely fantastic. And I just think the fact that obviously Diogo Jota is no longer with us as well, which is still tragic to this day. I think they'll want to do it for him. They'll want to do it for him, and yeah, I'm gonna go. I just think that we are looking good. Signings are looking good as well. Defensively, we're no the best, but another centre back or two. We have had a very good transfer window so far. We do need a forward, to replace Darwin Nunes. Maybe another winger. I know Rio Ngamoa has been fantastic in pre-season. Whether or not he gets the chance is another matter. But yeah, I'm going to go Liverpool to win the league again, and I think that will be a very good season to look out for. So there we go. There are my Premier League predictions for the 25-26 Premier League season. Please leave your predictions in the comment section down below. Leave me your bottom three and who you think will win the title as well. But thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like on the video. And as I said, there will be Prem predictions coming out every single week as well. please do keep an eye out. I am putting schedules in the community tab, so there will be loads of content coming out next week as well. But thank you very much for watching. As I said, please leave your predictions in the comment section down below. And yeah, just bring on the new season because I can't wait for it. Can't wait for it. Friday the 15th of August, Liverpool Bournemouth. Let's just get it. Let's just get it now. Let's just get it now. And good luck to all your teams, and let's see what happens for the season ahead. Goodbye.